Tradition. So I set myself up a little tradition to get out here every Saturday evening and talk about something that happened this week that I believe could add value. Now I know I started out this video singing, and I know I'm a terrible singer. I'm actually looking for a volunteer to put together a list of everything that I'm bad at. Now usually, who handles that list? It's your mother-in-law, your schwieger. That's her job, to handle a list of everything that you're bad at. Unfortunately, my mother-in-law passed away, so I don't have anybody to handle this list for me. So any volunteer there, please feel free. First item on the list should be singing, but that's never gonna stop me from singing. So Tuesday, I get a phone call from a friend of mine telling me that his son that just graduated high school, not planning on going to college, is looking for a job. Can I please hook him up, help him? So I tell him, first of all, you shouldn't be making these phone calls for your son because that's just bad education. Your son should be making these calls. So just give your son my phone number. Even that is a little bit too much help, but we'll let that slide. So his son calls me and we talk for a few minutes on the phone Tuesday evening, and I tell him, come tomorrow, Wednesday at 12 o'clock, we'll sit down, we'll have a conversation. So he comes Wednesday, comes 10 minutes early, we sit down, and I start talking to him. I ask him, what is it that you want to get into? What's your dream job? What do you see your career look like? He tells me, I don't know, but I'm willing to do anything. I just want to get into the business world. Get me started. So I like that answer a lot. And I tell him, you know what? I actually want you next to me because I like your attitude. I'm looking for a driver right now because things are getting really busy, and jumping from job site to job site when I need to look for parking, that alone takes up to 2 hours a day, and I don't have time for that right now. So come join me, be my driver. Do you have a driver's license? Clean record? Tells me, yeah, actually, my driver's license is fine, but that's not really what I want to do. Tell him, okay, you told me you want to do anything just to get into it, and I'm pretty sure that falls under the category of anything. So he tells me, yeah, but I want to have a management position. So I tell him, okay, so what did you mean by anything? Anything, he means he's willing to do a management role in a construction company, in an HVAC company, in a grocery store, in a jewelry store, in a bank, anything. So obviously I couldn't help him with the job because I have a feeling he's going to need to suffer a little bit and fail a little bit before he's ready to actually start building his career. But I took the next 20 minutes to sit down with him and explain to him that every person that he sees in his life that in a management position that he sees as successful didn't start out that way. People actually worked hard doing something, learning a skill, learning about management before they went out there and started a management role. I think you guys out there, CEOs, business owners, VPs, managers in general, should please take the time and explain to the young people around you that are starting out. Don't tell them about your current role. It's much more important that you tell them about how you started, what your first job was, in order for them to be able to understand that and not go through crazy suffering because they're sure that they're ready to be managers. I told them about my first job when I was 17 years old. I was working in a kitchen in a hotel, making hummus. Actually, I wasn't even making the hummus. My job was to check the chickpeas before that to make sure there's no bugs in the chickpeas so the chef can make the hummus. You understand? That's the way you get started. You get started down there. So if I would have went into becoming a chef, that would have been a good place to start that. Right? Cleaning the chickpeas to make sure there's no bugs in them. When I came to New York, for a while, 8 years ago, I was wrapping light bulbs and putting them in light bulbs with bubble wrap and putting them into boxes for a company that was selling light bulbs online. After that, I worked at a butcher in a supermarket for a short period of time. After that, I got my better job was driving a truck for 14 hours a day, selling cake on the road from supermarket to supermarket, delivering cake, selling cake, delivering cake. That's where I learned my sales skills. So things don't happen overnight. You need to put in the work there. So please, talk to the young people around you, explain this to them, because if not, they're going to be suffering a lot, thinking that there's some shortcut that they're missing, because they won't find that shortcut. You know they won't find the shortcut because you didn't find that shortcut either. You went through the hard work. Please share this with the people, the young people in your life that want to start out. Tell them that in order to get to that position that they want to get into, they need to put in the hard work. And if they do it with a smile and do it better than the person next to them, they will win the race. Work hard with a smile. Have a great weekend. Thank you.